Hi there, welcome to the Kaleidoscope Name Challenge. You will be creating a kaleidoscope design using your name and thinking about symmetry. So some questions to think about are, number one, what letters have symmetry? Number two, how do you know if your pattern has rotational or turning symmetry? And what happens if there is no symmetry? What is that called? So what you're going to need is a piece of paper that you'll get from the red basket and a triangle that you'll get from the blue basket. Whoops. Tape and a marker and a pencil and some scissors. Let me grab scissors quick. To begin, you will need to turn your rectangle-shaped piece of paper into a square. So to do that, you're going to take the bottom and match it up along the side, like so. And once you've got those corners met symmetrically, then you crease it. So you've got a big triangle and a rectangle. Cut off that rectangle, and you'll open it up and have a square. Next part is to turn this into 4 triangles, so meet those sides, match them up so they're symmetrical, crease it, and then you have 4 squares, like so. The 4 triangles, like so. Each triangle should be the same size as triangles that are pre-cut. Next, you're going to write your name inside of the triangle, trying to write your name as big as possible and touching 3 of the sides. 1, 2, 3. You can even try to touch all 4 sides, or you can do something in the center as a design. So I'm going to try writing my current name, Miss Warden, as big as possible. You see how I'm touching the 2 sides here, and then I'm going to touch the bottom here. Whoops. I'm leaving some space in between my letters so that I can do bubble letters or give them some shape. So an easy way to do that is to take the bottom of your letter, make a line straight, and then follow up the parallel line, and then go along the road of your line and meet it back at the end. Letters like O are really easy, but R might be a little hard, and you might have some spaces in between. That's okay, just follow along, and then follow along and meet it. Sometimes you'll have lines in between, sometimes you won't. It's up to you. And I've done this a lot of times, so I am familiar with it. It might take you a couple practices. Next, you're going to trace it with a Sharpie that works. And you want to make sure that you do this so that you can see your design or your name on both sides of your paper, because that's going to be really important. So I'm rushing through this a little bit just so that you have a little bit faster time to start. But I know that you'll take your time and that you'll really think about how to make your letters big, how to make them bold, how to make them stand out, and so that they are shapes that you can color in rather than just lines. Shapes meaning that it's the bubble letters rather than just a line that you draw. Next, you're going to take your paper and a piece of tape, and you can either use the pencil or the Sharpie right away. It's your choice. And we're going to put our paper, actually it might be a little easier this way if I flip it upside down. So I take my name and I flip it down on the back side and tape it. And I flip it back over I can see my name looks back at me from the right way. You're seeing it flipped right now because of the video camera, but when I look at it, my name reads Miss Warden the right way. So then I'm going to trace that. I'm going to go with my marker right away. And it also helps to not fill in the lines that are meeting those corners, and that's going to help make your design extra cool and look more kaleidoscopic. See how I didn't color that edge in? Once I'm done tracing my name on my first triangle, then this part is tricky, so listen up to these next directions because it will get maybe a little bit confusing, a little bit complicated. What you're trying to do is then make a mirror image so that my name doesn't look the same this way, it's opposite. In order for that to happen, I'm going to flip over my paper, pull off my name, pull off my tape, flip my name back over, like so that now it's facing up, tape it back down, flip it back over, and now if you look really closely, you'll see that the M and the M are meeting, and that my name is looking this way, which is right side to you, back to me. And then I'm going to trace it. And you'll notice that this is now a mirror image of itself. The M and the M, the W and the W. And then in order to make that happen all the way around, you're going to take this next one off, flip this back, upside down, so that it's showing the right side up, and you flip it over, and the next one, and then again, take it, flip it right side up on this side, so it's backwards on the other side, and write it. And that way you'll have a mirror image for each one with itself. So these two are mirror images, and these two are mirror images, or symmetrical. You can use any of the markers, crayons, colored pencils, anything else to color it in. Think about maybe something to do in the center that could also show some sort of radial design. If you look really closely at this one, you might be able to tell what my new name will be next year once I get married. So that's really part of the fun in it too, is trying to see what patterns your name makes and how you can make it look different than what your name actually is. Have fun.